friends. Today I want to share with you my fruitarian experience, a part of it that I feel is really important, and it has to do with boredom. This is my fruit box here. As you can see, I have avocados, bananas, here's some mixed nuts, I got cashews, almonds, mangoes, apples, oranges, and this is dried mango. It's the only dried fruit that I eat because most dried fruits have a really bad pesticide issue, so I get the dried mango because I figure that's, the inside of the fruit. And what's missing from here that is at the grocery store are cherries, grapes, and peaches, which I already have eaten all of, so those aren't in there. But this is what I eat every day, and I eat this two to three times per day. And the great thing about it is that I cannot eat more than I need. It's almost impossible for me to overeat, and that's really nice. It's a really nice thing to experience. We have an epidemic of overconsumption in our country, and that has to do with the fact that we are deprived of so many things that we should be doing for ourselves, such as farming, farming and producing our own goods and building furniture, and all the stuff that busy people do. Well, in our culture, we're the consumer class, right? So all we do is consume. So we have a serious epidemic of overconsumption, and that is the cause for people's problems and diseases and stuff, and mental problems and emotional issues and all the rest. Because when you're eating something that you don't need, your body can't use, your body has to work to eliminate that. And you have a lymphatic system that is like the waste management system in your body. And when your waste management system is backed up, then you experience inflammation and pain and the deterioration of tissue as well. And all of that extra stuff that you're eating when you're having bags of chips, or when you're eating a sandwich, or stuff that's way more food than you would need, your waste system is acidic. It's really acidic, and it's backed up, and it's just nasty. So this eliminates that problem altogether. Eating this food eliminates that problem. This is the food that we're supposed to eat. This is the food that has been ordained by heaven and by God for us to eat. And what I really want to talk about is the fact that this food is not exciting. Okay, this food is not stimulating. It's not stimulating. It's not exciting, and that, I think, is what stops a lot of people from embarking on the fruitarian diet. Is the fact that it is boring, compared to what we're used to, because we're used to being overly stimulated. We're used to eating foods that are fried, or foods that have a lot of spices and seasonings and sauces and a lot of salt. We're used to eating everything that's cooked, so we don't really have to chew, because our food is cooked. Everything is soft. These foods are not as soft as what we're used to, especially the nuts. You have to chew those. You got to put your you have to actually use your jaw muscles and chew. So what I the question that I have to ask myself when I'm feeling bored, because I'm sitting there, I'm just like, man, this is boring. I really want to eat cooked food but I'm not hungry. I just want to eat the cooked food because I want to feel stimulated. I want to get stimulated, and I want to feel active, and then so I have to talk to myself and say, well, what's the worst thing that you can feel, bored or sick? And the obvious answer for me anyway is that I way rather be feeling bored than to feel sick. And then the next thing is, do we always have to be stimulated? Should we live in a life that is just constant stimulation, where we really don't ever reflect and just sit and enjoy the moment, but we're always go all the time? That's the question, really. This food is really understimulating because it just isn't stimulating. I read in a book that the food can only nourish you to the extent that it doesn't stimulate you. So if you're getting stimulated by your food, then it's not nourishing you, because nourishment and stimulation are the opposites. So I prefer to be bored, and actually I don't even feel bored. I guess I just feel bad because I have all this free time, because I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking all the time, and I'm not chasing after food. I'm not sitting down and eating, all of this cooked food. I don't have a lot of dishes to clean. My life has become so simplified since I started this lifestyle that I have, and my health level has improved dramatically. So I really have a lot of health and a lot of extra time, which doesn't really exactly translate it into boredom. Compared to the way that I used to live, it translates into boredom. But the reality is that I'm actually feeling great. I feel good. I feel better. And I can just sit here and enjoy, I could just sit here and enjoy this day. And I can actually see the colors, I can see the colors and the textures. And I'm having an experience that's actually alive. I feel that my senses are alive because my system is not struggling to eliminate toxins. My system is not overwhelmed or overburdened with eliminating toxins. Not that I'm not getting any toxins. Our environment has toxins in it, to be sure. And I drink bottled water. That definitely has toxins, So it's not like I'm not experiencing any toxicity at all. But, living in the fruitarian lifestyle, you don't experience nearly as much toxins as, by a long shot. And not only that, but you eat less food because the food that you're eating is more nutritious. So you're actually getting fed, you're actually nourishing your body as opposed to just filling it up, and stuffing it, which is, our common way of eating is just to stuff ourselves, and just to be like, oh, okay, I like this feeling, now I'm full, I'm stuffed. So, if you're feeling bored, if you're attempting a new lifestyle and it's boring, I highly recommend hanging in there with it and just being bored, and just be glad to be bored, because there's worse things that you could be. If you're feeling better and it's working for you, especially if it's a fruitarian lifestyle, by all means, just suck it up. Go for a walk. That's another thing too. I've been more active than ever because I have more energy, and so I feel like I should eat more food, but I can't eat more than I need. So there's all these adjustments happening inside, and it's pretty exciting, and I think it's a really positive experience.